Ladies, I know it's hard for us to get protein in, but once you figure out the key to protein, it's a game changer.
I feel like people get so intimidated by nutrition coaching and help because they feel like all we're going to do is tell you, you can't eat this, you can't eat that, you can't have that. And that's not what we're here for. If you can't tell, we both love to eat.
I could talk all day about food.
We could talk about food all the time.
Hi, it's us again. My name is Shannon. This is Elisa, and we're back with more Snack and Stak Podcast. It's CFT Fitness's nutrition podcast. Wait for it. Here it is. It is bite-sized nutrition tips for people who lift and live loud. One time I'm going to nail this without having to read it. But okay, so back for more. We've talked about habits. We've talked about consistency. We're going to get into do you take away, right? We're not taking away foods in our nutrition. We're kind of teaching you to be more mindful, right? More whole foods, definitely. Changing food habits, but could you eat a cookie? Yeah. Do I eat cookies? Yeah. Do I eat ice cream? Yeah. Right? I don't eat it every day, right? That's probably the biggest difference is for people is that they can't do it every single day, but you have to bring those foods in and out in smaller portions, I would say. I guess that's the way I want to phrase it. Moderation. There's the word. Yeah, she'll bring the big words. The school teacher. I'm like, what's happening? So yeah, let's talk about it. Not taking foods away from our plate. Generally, I should have brought my plate in. Generally, we teach a plate method because it's simple, right? And simple is easy. That's what we're trying to do with food and not make it overcomplicated. So you're going to have half a plate of veggies. Your veggies are kind of green vegetables, right? We're talking about broccolis. We're talking about lettuce, cucumbers. I don't know. Any of those guys that aren't big and starchy, that are heavy. Those guys are potatoes, are squashes, rices even. All those friends are over, and sadly, they only get a little bit of the plate. They get a quarter of the plate.
They're still there.
They're there, right? And they need to be there. They're the energy. They are what provide you, the athlete or everyday Joe that's going out there and just trying to live life. You have to have that. You just can't have too much energy or else your body doesn't know where to store it. It gets freaked out. And then you have another portion of your plate, which is protein. Seriously, I wish more of my plate was protein. I eat tons of protein. Ladies, I know it's hard for us to get protein in, but once you figure out the key to protein, it's a game changer. It is, you're full finally. Right? Yeah. That's like the biggest one is you're full. You're like,
never eat enough protein.
Oh, I'm full. That's what that feeling is, right? Instead of eating a salad that has no protein.
Or you're hungry again in like 30 minutes because you don't have enough.
Too much rice.
Yeah.
I love it. Don't need to eat it. Or you eat too much white rice when you should have had brown rice. Ooh, hack. I got one for you. My family does not enjoy brown rice. I need to eat brown rice, right? So I will mix white rice, brown rice. I cook them together. It works out fine, guys.
I'm super lazy about brown rice. I buy the frozen ones
and
I microwave them.
That's not wrong. That's not wrong either. Yeah. That's a win too.
That's how. Then that way too. If
the packets.
Yeah. If my kids like white rice. I don't like. I prefer to eat brown. So I'll make the brown rice for me, and then they can have all the white rice, the little heart.
Quinoa. My family doesn't enjoy quinoa. I like quinoa. It's a friend of mine.
Or mixing some rice cauliflower with your rice as well.
Oh, yeah, that's a great one. Good hack there. All right, so we're going to bring you kind of like you're not going to take food away kind of hacks. I think that's where this is kind of going.
I feel like people get so intimidated by nutrition coaching and help because they feel like all we're going to do is tell you, you can't eat this, you can't eat that, you can't have that. And that's not what we're here for. No. We're not here to change your whole entire life, especially if you have cultural foods that you eat every day and enjoy. Absolutely. That's not our goal here. We might suggest some healthier options, some swaps for you, but we're not trying to change your whole entire life. It's not going to be eating just chicken breast and broccoli.
Oh, God.
And that's it.
So bodybuilder's dream.
I couldn't do that every day.
Rice, chicken breast, and broccoli.
We want you to, because if you're eating food that you enjoy, you're going to be happy and you're going to be consistent with it. If you're eating and miserable because it's terrible, it's not going to last for long. And we want people to be healthy and make maybe a little healthier choices. And again, like incremental choices after time, they build up. So again, maybe if you're eating ice cream every single night after dinner, well, that might be something we want to make a change, but not taking it away completely.
Okay, ice cream after dinner. Do you have a Ninja?
I don't. I need one. I don't have a Ninja.
I got a Ninja, right? I will make the protein ice cream. I will have it last me a couple of nights. You know what my son calls it? He calls it, what is it? Water milk. he's like, it's like frozen milk. I'm like, well, duh, that's what ice cream is. He's like, no, but yours has a lot more protein. I was like, well, I like it. Do I add mix-ins? Yes. Are they Oreos sometimes? Oh yeah.
And it's okay.
That's what makes the cookies and cream so good. Yes. It's not the protein powder, guys. It's the Oreos that I add in on the respin or whatever it is that you do. I add in those. Now, I don't buy a big bag of Oreos, right? You can go get the little cups of the mini Oreos, and that's what I'll buy. So if the kids eat them, that's even better because then I don't have more Oreos to mix in, but maybe I do. Usually they won't actually touch. If I buy stuff like that, they're pretty good about, oh, those are mom's Oreos. Better not touch those. Those are special. But they do eat. Now, I run a lot. They eat my nerd clusters.
Oh, those are so good. I love nerd clusters.
I like to have them sometimes on my runs just to change up the kind of quick sugar uptake that we need when we're running longer distances. That's like in my 7, 8, 9 mile, 10 mile runs out there. I know that's me. They're not fast, guys, but I'm running. But I do need that energy boost. But my kids eat my nerd clusters. I was really sad to find that out this Sunday. I went to go get some. I was like, you don't leave one nerd cluster. That's one cluster.
Well, it wasn't empty.
Right? No, it wasn't. But I was like, dang it. Okay. Let's see. What are some other kind of food hacks, food swaps that I do or that you do?
I've been trying to do more of the I don't eat a lot of pasta, but doing like protein pasta instead of regular pasta, just a little bit of that extra protein in there. I'm not the hugest fan of spaghetti squash, but I actually found a recipe that instead of potatoes au gratin, it's so I'm making that this week. I'll have to let you guys know how it turns out.
I gotta hear how that one. I'm interested in that.
I like my spaghetti squash cooked. I've done it before with actually super easy. You throw it in a crock pot with some meatballs and some spaghetti sauce, and you cook it or Instant Pot, and then you scoop it out and you have like spaghetti meatballs with a spaghetti squash. So there's different options. Again, I don't do that. I don't eat it all the time, but sometimes I'll throw it in there as an alternative.
Yeah, no, we definitely do the protein pasta. That is a good one for my household.
I make steamed broccoli. It's so easy, and I don't mind broccoli. I love Brussels sprouts, broccoli. But it's just hard. Like, takes a long time to make. I gotta slice them all up and roast them. I love roasted Brussels sprouts, but broccoli to me, I have a little microwave container that I can make, and I just bought a bigger one so I can make a bigger steamed broccoli, but I steam it in the
pampered chef guy.
I did. That's why I just ordered one because I got tired of having for my sister actually. I got tired of doing like one serving at a time because the one I bought that my dog chewed on, but still works, is like kind of one serving, which is actually nice. You put it in the microwave for a couple minutes, and then you have a serving of broccoli. But I'll eat that almost every day. That's one thing I don't get sick of.
Yeah.
So find that something that you like, and some people can do that. That's one thing I could change up my protein and my starchy carb, which I don't always eat starchy carbs. But I don't know, broccoli, just like, I need a veggie. I usually have a bag of broccoli in the refrigerator that steams like again 2 minutes in the microwave, and it's simple.
Okay, I like ranch dressing.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. I tend to get the Greek yogurt ranch dressing is that Boathouse?
Yes.
Yeah, that's who it is. That one works. It passes in my house too. Maybe not my son, but
I usually make it out of the packets. And I'll use non-fat milk, and then we use...
She's way fancier than me. I bought it.
It's just I use my shaker bottle, my protein powder shaker bottle.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And I do ranch dressing in the shaker bottle.
I do need to try I got my husband to contend with, so we get the olive oil mayonnaise, and then I use my non-fat milk, but I need to try to do like a 50-50 mayonnaise Greek yogurt, see if he even notices, because he might not even notice.
Don't even tell him. That's what I say. Yeah. Everything you do, never tell them until they're
That's
like,
up after they ask.
Different. They're like, oh, this tastes really really good. You're like, that's right, it does.
Well, and I've used the whole plain Greek yogurt for sour cream swap. Now, I love sour cream, and I can eat it on everything. And of course, it's not exactly the same, but when I'm making tacos and things like that, where there's a lot of other flavors, it's definitely an easy swap for that.
I use it in recipes all the time.
Oh, yeah.
You have no idea. And it's a better swap, and it gives you more protein. It gives you a little bump.
Less fat, more protein.
I use protein in my coffee. Morning. I don't do creamer. I use I'm so terrible on Bushi coffee. Vanilla. No, Bushi coffee.
I do. I make lattes. I make non-fat milk, and I only use 1 pump of vanilla syrup. But I do make lattes. I have an espresso, and it's just like, that's my one thing I can't seem to get up. But I have gone down from, even when I go to Starbucks, I wean myself down from, I think they put
Starbucks caps.
Yeah.
Let's go. Starbucks.
I think they put 4 pumps.
4 or 5 pumps.
4 in a grande, 5 or 6 in a venti, and I'll do 1 pump. Maybe 2 in a venti, but usually just 1 pump in a grande. I don't go very often anymore, but it took me time to wean down to get that too, because if you go from the normal amount to 1 pump, you're gonna feel like there's no syrup in there. But I went down to 3, down to 2, and down to 1. And actually, I really I could drink black coffee if I needed to. I don't like it, but that was something for me that did take time to kind of get yourself. But now if I drink a regular one, oh my gosh, I feel like it just tastes like sugar, and that's it.
All right, when I go to Starbucks, the drinks that I will have, flat white. I will do the grande latte, but it's a vanilla latte with 1 pump. I will do whole milk.
I like my non-fat milk.
All the fat. And do I put whipped cream on it? Yeah, I do. It bumps it up a little bit. There's not whipped cream every day in my life. Right. It's okay. So definitely, those are generally the 2 drinks I go with at Starbucks. There's all the different refreshers. Do you do any of the refreshers?
Oh, I do like the strawberry lemonade acai one is good.
Is it?
Yeah. I like that one's good. So if I go to Starbucks.
Is it sugary though with the lemonade?
I think you can have no sweetener. I think you can do no classic.
Yeah. I do sugar-free for my pump of vanilla.
I know. I don't like the sugar-free flavor. That's why I do 1 pump with not that milk. Or I like a good brown sugar shaken oat milk espresso. I think my words are off, and I'll just do 1 pump of the syrup there as well. Okay. And with the oat milk and they put a little cinnamon, it's quite
cinnamon
delightful.
always cinnamon on everything.
Yeah. And I'll actually make that at home too, and I use the alternative brown sugar, and I literally can't tell the difference.
So that's another hack, is using the different types of brown sugars that they have out there now. They have like Truvia, stevia, they have white sugar, brown sugar. You can use those pretty interchangeably. Usually, sometimes I look it up just to double check if I'm using a recipe. But other hacks that we have here. If I'm eating at Starbucks.
I don't eat too much at Starbucks.
Breakfast is generally the one. I do like the turkey sandwich in the morning.
The Canadian bacon and the egg whites?
Yeah.
Yes, I like that one.
And then the other one is the spinach feta.
I'm not the hugest cooked spinach person.
Oh, I thought it would be feta.
No, I like feta.
Okay.
I don't mind like the feta the spinach for salad.
I don't like the spinach in my teeth.
No, my husband loves cooked spinach. I don't know. It does
not
bring me joy.
when I cook spinach, I'll invite him over.
Yes, he'll be super happy.
We eat lots of spinach in my house. Generally more fresh though, not cooked.
Yeah, I like to throw some in a salad or a sandwich. Okay.
I put it in pasta a lot.
Yeah.
That's an easy hack to throw vegetables in. If you're doing like protein pasta, you can throw spinach in. I'll do shred up zucchini in there and stuff like that. The other one I use, and I know some people are like, oh, that's such a nutrition coach thing to do, is I get the carrot chips.
Okay.
Right? And I'll use those with the bitchin sauce.
I've never had that. Okay.
Yeah, I use that instead of eating chips or pretzels. At least it's halfway decent. I do have to measure out for the hummus and the bitchin sauce because I will eat
the whole thing.
Absolutely, I'll eat the whole thing, especially if it's the curry bitchin sauce. That is amazing.
I've never tried any of them.
It's like liquid gold in there. I'm just like, I want to eat it all. So, yeah.
Those sauces can sneak up on you.
Yeah, so sauces, you've got to measure them out. That's probably the one thing measure out what a serving is. Read the back of the label, find out what's going on with it.
We'll have probably a whole podcast on just...
So, we'll bring in, we'll look up a label. Let's talk about it. Okay, so with our nutrition style coaching that we do here at CFT Fitness, we don't want you to take away different foods, right? We want you to bring them in and find how to make them work in your everyday life. Now, can you have chips and soda every single day? No, I'm going to tell you that. Could you have the sugar-free soda? That's a good alternative to having, sodas all day long. Do I think you need to live on those? No, but at the same time, if that's helping you adjust, yes. And I know I kind of went back and forth there because that's what nutrition coaching is. It's a little give, it's a little take. It's finding where you're at that time. And then when you're ready to get rid of it, you'll know. You definitely are like, okay, I can now downgrade from 5 sodas a day. I know you're shocked, but there are people out there. And you can go to 4. Or maybe it's like the Snapple iced teas. Remember the Snapple iced tea craze? Yeah. Showing our age. But everybody drank Snapple iced teas. There's so much sugar in those, you guys. If I can get you guys to switch and go to non-sugar stuff, that would be amazing. Just because sugar really just plays havoc on our whole system. And we'll deep dive into sugar at another time. Yeah. That's its own podcast in itself. We can go over what the American Heart Association recommends and all that good stuff. But your plate, right? Veggies, some carbs, and protein. Right?
Carbs are not our enemy.
No, they're our friend.
Yes.
Energy.
If you can't tell, we both love to eat.
I could talk all day about food.
We could talk about food all the time. So
we should have
would never
show.
tell
We're going to change it. Yes. Cooking show.
You can't have this. You can't have that. And then we're going to eat those things because we're definitely we're here to support everybody and support you, and you support us.
We support people that are vegetarian, right? Yep. Pescatarian, fish only. We support people that maybe they only eat, very limited amounts of red meat. Some people eat the carnivore diet, right? We support actually those guys too. We help them in other ways. They've come and worked with us on our nutrition team. So we work with other habits, definitely. Accountability is a big part of nutrition coaching, and that's a big part of the fitness world. So definitely, if you're looking for accountability help, we're your girls. And we'll help you with a little bit of that food, that sleep, that getting into class, drinking water, walking. That's a whole episode in itself, walking.
Stress.
Oh,
it's not just about it's not just about the food and the exercise. There's so many things that are important to your health and to your mental health and your physical health. And it's not just food and exercise. So we have a lot to talk about.
We have a lot to talk about. We'll keep coming back to more. Definitely, this is CFT Fitness's podcast of Snack and Stak Podcast. If you want to have us talk about anything, please find us on Instagram and Facebook. That's at CFT Fitness. And then you can email me, Shannon, at cftfit.com. Let us know what you're interested in us going over. What do you want us to deep dive rabbit hole down into? We might start there and find another rabbit hole as we keep going.
Which you digress a lot sometimes.
Generally, you guys should see the bloopers. But definitely, it was great. And we'll see you guys later. Bye.